Hello student, let's continue our chapter nutrition in plants. In my last video I discussed about the different types of heterotrophic mode of nutrition, parasitic plants. Some organisms are completely parasites, some organisms are partially parasites. Today we are going to know saprotrophic plants. A plant that obtains its nutrition from dead and decaying plant and animal matter is called saprotrophic plants. Student, again you see they are taking their nutrition. They means plant. The plants are taking their nutrition from dead and decaying plant and animal. They are called saprotrophic plant. Talking about plant. So some plant cannot prepare their food. For food, they depend on dead and decaying plant and animal. They are called saprotrophic plant. And the mode of nutrition in saprotrophic plants is called saprotrophic nutrition. Saprotrophic plants are usually non-greens and have no leaves. Since they cannot produce their food, so they do not have chlorophyll on their leaves also, and their leaves not available, and also their color is non-green. Some plants bear bright flowers. These plants often grow in shady areas. Indian pipe, you can see figure 1.11, Indian pipe and coral root, figure 1.12, are saprotrophic plants. The roots of the saprotrophic plants contain organism called fungi. Remember this thing. The roots of saprotrophic plants contain organism called fungi. The fungi secrete some digestive juice on the dead and decaying plant and animal matter and convert it into solution. The nutrients present in the solution are then used by saprotrophic plants. So this way saprotrophic plants take their nutrition. Fungi that were earlier as saprotrophic plants belong to different category of organism. These are neither plants nor animals. Yeast, molds and mushroom are also example of fungi. Fungi are saprotrophic organisms, remember, and that grow in warm and moist places and obtain their nutrition from dead and decaying organism. Whenever you feel some itching, then also we can say it is a fungal attack. So here fungi is helping to the saprotrophic plants. If fungi is not there, then saprotrophic plants cannot absorb the food or nutrition from the dead organism or matter. So here fungi secreting the juice to the decaying plant and animal and convert into solution, and then saprotrophic plants absorb it. Insectivorous plants. Plants that obtain nutrients by trapping and digesting insect are called insectivorous plants. So this is very wondering thing that plants also eating insect, and those plants which eat or taking nutrients from insect are called insectivorous plants. These plants have chlorophyll in their leaves and therefore can make their own food by photosynthesis. But these plants grow in places where soil lacks in certain nutrients such as nitrogen. So leaves of these plants are modified to trap and kill small insects and digest them to obtain proteins for their growth. And protein is a nitrogenous compound, and nitrogen take from the soil, but this plant cannot take from the soil because their roots are not modified this way. They even can perform photosynthesis, can make their food, but nitrogen they cannot take from the soil. And for this, the nitrogen take from the insect. So these plants are also called carnivorous plants. Example of this kind of plants are Venus flytrap. You can see figure 1.1 and sundew. The leaves of a pitcher plant, you can see figure 1.13, are modified into pitcher-like structure to trap insect. You can see the pitcher plant. At the top of the pitcher plant there is a cover. When it will open and insect will come, it will be again close. The tip of the leaf is modified into a lid that can close or open the mouth of the pitcher. The inner walls of the pitcher have downward directing hair-like structure to entangle the trapped insect. A fluid containing many digestive juice is present at the bottom of the pitcher. This juice digests the protein present in the insect's body. So inside this pitcher plant, the wall having some hair-like structure, and that entangle the trapped insect and release some digestive juice, and this digestive juice digests the protein from the insect body. The Venus flytrap also, their leaves are modified to trap insect. The entire leaf is divided into two parts such that the midrib forms a hinge. These leaves have short, stiff, hair-like projection on the edges. When an insect touches the hair, talking about figure 1.14 Venus flytrap. When an insect touches the hair on or sits on the leaf, it snaps shut within second, trapping the insect. The trapped insect is then killed and digested. Then and there it happened. Another example is sundew plant, figure 1.15. You can see right side at the bottom. Sundew plant has long needle like structure called tentacles covered with a sticky substance called mucilage. As an insect touches the tentacles, it gets stuck in the mucilage. The tentacles then fold inward and wrap around the insect. The trapped insect is then digested. So these all are the example of insectivorous plants, or you can say carnivorous plants. Pitcher plant have modified leaf to catch the insect. Venus flytrap also have modified root to catch the insect, and sundew plant is also insectivorous plants. Hello students, now we'll discuss some MCQ and fill in the blanks. So first question is, which of these is formed along with glucose during photosynthesis? We have learned in photosynthesis process two product form. One is glucose along with oxygen, and this oxygen we inhale. So what is the correct answer? Oxygen. So chlorophyll is present in plant cell is structure called, answer is chloroplast, because chloroplast is a plastid which is cell organelles which is present inside the cell. So what is the correct answer? Chloroplast. Which of these helps to transport starch from the leaves to other parts of the plant? I already told that in plants two types of vessels are present, xylem and phloem. Xylem transport water and mineral, and phloem transport starch or food. So what is the correct answer here? Phloem. Next question, which of these plants have chlorophyll and can photosynthesize? Mushroom have no chlorophyll, dodder have no chlorophyll, mistletoe have chlorophyll because it is a partial parasite plants, and bread mold also have no chlorophyll. So what is the correct answer? Mistletoe. A lichen is an example of insectivorous plant, autotroph, partial parasite, and symbiotic relationship. Answer is a partial parasite. Lichen usually grow on rock and in a pure environment. The litmus paper we extract from lichen plant, and with the help of litmus paper we detect any medium is acidic or basic. Now fill in the blanks. The exchange of gases in plants take place through tiny pores in the leaves called stomata. These are pipe-like structure that transport water and dissolve mineral from the root to the leaves. Answer is xylem, because xylem can transport water and mineral. This solution is used to test for the presence of stars and in leaves. Answer is iodine solution. The organism from which the parasite derive nutrients is called the host. These plants are usually non-green and have no leaves. Answer is saprophytic.